Welcome to the 2012 49er North American Championships Theater Racing Finals, brought to you by 49er.ca. Here we are at the end of the semifinal round, which will see the top boat qualify for the final round. Here's the start.
It's a bad start with the boats pretty far back from the line. In this race, the Ferguson brothers on 1198 will need to pull off a miracle to get by DeBrook and Perrick, who are in the top seed and looking to move on to the next round.
At the windward mark, the Fergusons have the lead, but will it be enough to beat their competitors, DeBrook and Perrick?
It looks like it won't be enough because DeBrook and Perrick are hot on their heels, and all they need to do is get a reasonable finish to come through and qualify for the next round.
And the battle remains tight on the second beat as DeBrook and Perrick tack safely to leeward of the Ferguson twins.
The Ferguson twins are sailing amazingly well in this final race, but it won't be enough because they failed to put enough boats between them and DeBrook and Perrick. So it'll be DeBrook and Perrick, the more experienced team, moving on to the final round as they come around the winter mark for the last time.
Here's the start to race one of the finals. The boats are ready to battle. Let's see the start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
And it's a good, clean start with the boats hitting the line at speed. Looks like they're all favoring the left-hand pin end to work out towards that favored left-hand side, as we all know Kingston's famous for.
The first windward mark, the Olympian Gordon Cook with the lead. Meanwhile, Lada and Inkpen from Newfoundland leading the rest of the pack around the windward mark.
And there's some yelling on the course. You can hear the boys yelling at each other. This is a tightly fought battle. Oh, and looks like there's a bad rounding and a delay. Oh, look, a delayed set here from DeBrook and Perrick. Not sure why they're doing this. They're clearly trying to keep clear of Maury and Barnes. This could cost them. And yes, I'm looking. Yeah, this is definitely going to cost them. If you look, the boats behind them have caught up and have gotten an inside lane. As the fleet approaches the bottom mark, there's a clear and definite split with half the boats going left, half the boats going right. Meanwhile, leaders Lada and Inkpen have chosen the left-hand gate looking downwind, and they're going up the right-hand side of the course. Let's see how this works out for them as they tack and come back across the course.
And you can see the delayed set hurt DeBrook and Perrick as they round the leeward gate in last position.
At the front of the fleet, the Battle of the Titans continues. Here we have Lada and Inkpen tacking just on top of Cook and Farmer. That looks like it hurt, and Cook and Farmer had to duck them. Yeah, they've had to duck, and now they've taken the low road, and they're going underneath Lada and Inkpen. That was a cruel and punishing move by the Newfie team, as the Olympian is forced to sail below him.
And we have a nice front seat view here of the pure boat speed battle between the two top boats.
That looks to have been the deciding move as the Newfies tack right on the ley line and force Cook and Farmer to go just beyond the ley line, putting even more distance between them. Here we are at the weather mark. The Newfies get that beautiful big screech kite up and take off downwind as their competitors are left sitting in their dust.
And bad set by Farmer there, the rookie crew, not helping their cause.
As we come into the finish, looks like the Newfie team has it, with Gordon Cook Olympian in second place. But the real question is, who will qualify for the next grand final round?
Maury third, Robitaille fourth, Brodeur fifth, DeBrook sixth. That's going to hurt as we move on to race two of the finals.
In race two, it looks like the top three spots are sewn up, but the final and fourth spot is up for grabs, and anyone in the bottom three can take it home.
And a bit of a sloppier start for race two. Here we have Robitaille winning the race committee, and he's going to have good room and rights when he hits the left boundary for the favored Kingston side. And I think Maury had a bad start, actually. Oh, yeah, there he is on board.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's getting forced out to the right-hand side. That's really going to hurt. After the tack on the left side, the boats are jockeying for position.
And first windward mark, Lada in the lead. DeBrook coming in hot, rolling over Olympian Cook. Let's see how this is. He's hot. Look at him. He's almost taken over Lada.
He's French, too.
French indeed, with that tight fairway to get the inside lane on Lada.
Meanwhile, Cook follows around, followed by Robitaille and Stranix, and finally Brodeur and Carlton. This will be a good battle to see who winds up in 4th overall and qualifies for the next round.
Oh, Maury with the Jesus walk.
Oh, boy.
Maury thinks he's God there with his feet on the water.
That ain't pretty.
And Maury with the jibe set going to the wrong side yet again.
Second windward mark, Newfoundland Screech Rum around in first, followed by DeBrook and Parrick with the Indian flag. Third around is Olympian Gordon Cook.
Gordo!
Coming in hot, as Gordo always likes to do.
And here comes Border and Robitaille, both fighting real hard to try to get that last spot in the grand finale. Robitaille here going for a split with the jibe set, but the tough problem is Parrick's all the way in the front. He's going to get the spot if these guys don't pick it up.
At the finish, we've got Cook in third, Robitaille in fourth, and Border in fifth. These guys need to pick it up if they have any hopes of qualifying for the next round.
And looking at the scores, only 2 points separating the last 4 boats. Who's going to get the last?
And Border edges out Robitaille right at the finish with speed at the starboard end. Oh my!
And we jump to the first leeward of race 3. Here we have DeBrook in the lead, followed closely by Maury. These two will actually win this race and get the 2 final spots for the grand finale, which will follow. Here we have Maury splitting, clearly doing a little bit more distance to go to the left-hand gate. And following was the Screech Banner, Lada Ink Pen from Newfoundland. 4th, Border. 5th, Robitaille.
Here are the results from our final round. Top 4 highlighted in yellow move on. Top 2 out the back door.
Grand final, trophies on the line, tension is palpable.
Under 1 minute to go. On board with the Regatta leader, but this is still anyone's game.
That's right, because this is the winner-takes-all grand final. Let's listen in.
30 seconds to go. Boats are jockeying for position at the starboard weather end of the line. Looks like they know what's going to happen when they hit that port boundary.
Back on board with the 49er.ca headcam.
We've got Cook at the starboard end, Maury down at the port end. Let's see how this works out.
Ready? Where can we go?
And here's the start.
It's a good clean start with Cook at the weather end and Maury down at the port end. Looks like those 2 boats had a really strong start with the other 2 boats lagging back a little.
That's right, this is theater-style racing, and they're about to hit that port boundary real soon. We'll see what happens.
Here come the boats as they approach the port boundary. Who will be the first to blink?
I think we want any hope to win. We got a tag out right now, don't you?
You can see the boundary show up at the bottom of the screen with the red buoys. Let's see how close they get.
They'll be yelling back and forth to see who tacks first. The boats on the right owing the boats on the left room to tack. And here's the first tack with Maury. DeBrook and Parrick had to duck, and they're at the boundary again already. Looks like Lada and Inkpen have already gone across, with Cook the last one.
And here's the view from the Newfie boat as they have to tack and duck Gordon Cook.
Cook is last attack at the port boundary and appears to be in first place. They're in awfully good position. This regatta looks like it could be in the bag for them if they can just hold on and keep the boat speed up and get to the weather mark ahead of the other guys.
Gotta call this lay line, don't we? Lay line, lay line!
And Maury and Barnes are in a controlling position as Lada and Inkpen beg them to tack on this starboard ley line.
Gotta go. Let's go. Let's go.
And Maury and Barnes slam attack right in Lada's face.
That's going to be a tough position to defend from for Lada and Inkpen. Meanwhile, Cook and Farmer tack in just below the ley line and come in tight. That's uncharacteristic of that team.
What do we do for the hoist?
This doesn't look pretty for week-long leader Newfoundland Screech Rum.
Jibe boys and just come back at it? Hey?
We can hear Lada considering taking the other side of the race course. That could be a big risk. Maury leads around, Cook second, Lada third. But he's got a jibe set and perhaps a trick up his sleeve.
And 2 boat straight sets, 2 boat jibe set.
I think we do, don't you? Yeah?
Mid-rounding, Lada calls the jibe set. Let's see if this pays off.
And the view from outside the boundary, the leaders cover.
And you can hear Lada copping some blame from his crew. He thinks they're going the wrong way.
We're in the bump though. Okay, what do you want to do here? To the gates. Jibe right now, either way. Ready? Good jibe. Ready? Go. Right on, baby.
Good jibe indeed, but they're still in third.
This could be tricky with the other boats jobbing on top of them. They might be forced out to that right-hand side again.
Okay, down jibe around the port.
And indeed, they're going to go around the mark and go right on the next upwind.
Sick one though. Ready?
And here's a view of the leeward gate.
We've got another split coming up. 2 boats going left, 2 boats going right.
And tough luck for Cook having to jibe twice to make that right-hand mark.
Landing in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Back on board with Lada, he's going to need to pull a rabbit out of his hat if he wants this gold medal. Hard work.
Okay. This time we just need an earlier attack, right? Ready to go?
And Maury sends it with an early tag before the boundary.
Now he's split tacks with his competition, Lada. Let's see who's got a nice tack on the left side there. Let's see how this works out. You can see the other guys who ran on the right side are coming up across the screen
Here's the view from the weather end.
as the boats converge.
Lada and Inkpen hailing starboard and forcing Maury to tack.
This could be a deciding moment.
It appears Maury and Barnes have painted themselves into a corner by giving away starboard advantage.
We've got a boat speed battle on our hands here. And it's even Steven as they hip up and cruise out to the left side boundary again.
And as they approach the boundary, Lada is forced to tack to give Maury room. Maury tacks right after.
This is still anyone's game as they cruise along this left side. We've actually got 2 battles going on here. One for the gold, one for the bronze.
We do? Work with Michelle. And tackable. Let's go, let's go. Ready? Big slop. Big
Pow! Just like that, Lada's in front.
I got him there, There. Straight hoist.
Around the weather mark, Lada's got the lead, but this is still anyone's game.
Send it. Yeah.
And that beautiful Newfie spinnaker goes up one last time.
Come on, Dan.
And Maury gives chase around the windward.
Come on, Dan. Sorry about that.
And this time Lada straight sets.
Maury's gone. Ready to go? Yeah, ready? 3, go. Come on.
And on the last downwind to the finish, Lada covers, but Maury seems to have more pressure. Will it be enough?
Let's not fuck it up in the last couple bumps here. Maury's around. That was sketchy. Gotta drive back again. Ready when you are. Ready? Go.
Oh, and look at the fitness level as Dan jives the spinnaker from just hanging on the trapeze with one hand. Beautiful.
He doesn't have arms, he's got guns.
Thank you very much. It was fun. Thank you.
Hard-fought battle as Lada takes the title. Maury a close.
That was a fight right to the last bit. Yeah!
And it's a tight battle for bronze medal, but DeBrook and Parrick just snuff out the former Olympian.
Here's the victory lap from the champions. Let's let them do the talking.
Maury! Yo, Maury, that was sick, buddy!
And listen to that crowd cheer on the champs.
Stand by to attack. Here we go.
Some victory champagne for the winners. Boys.